Have you ever thought to yourself, man, if I can just go back in time, do things a little differently, everything would have turned out for the best. Everything would have turned out better. What if you could? What if you could go back in time, but each time that you went back, it was just another fucked up situation? Situation that you couldn't fix. This is Stories. Path of Destinies. Stories is a top-down isometric game where you play a fox named Ronaldo. And Ronaldo just so happens to find himself with a book that can help him change his destiny. The game plays out in a series of chapters where you go through a pathway through the book and then you beat the storyline. Now, whether or not you actually save the world, it's up to the book. But what makes the game cool is the fact that when you do beat a storyline, you end up finding out truths, and truths further the experience by letting the player know, hey, maybe we can't trust this shitty rabbit, but we can trick the rabbit into figuring out a way for him to stop the evil warlord from taking over the world. The combat in this game is heavily inspired by Batman, meaning that there is one button where you basically do everything. You attack with square, you counter with square, you can dash around with the X button, as well as switch swords, which gives you a variety of abilities, like turning your sword to fire and then lots of explosions, or having an ice sword to freeze all of your enemies, or having a wind sword to make you go super fast. So the story is told through a narrator who narrates what's going on in Ronaldo's head as well as the goings on of the world. He's actually the best part of this game because he uses a lot of pop culture references to reference things that is going on, as well as like referencing things like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe or Batman vs Superman or Firefly or something like that. He does a good time and just like making you go, huh, that's kind of funny. A couple knocks that I have on the game is the fact that sometimes when a bunch of enemies get on screen, that frame rate be looking a little bit free. It sometimes slows down a lot. There's also some instances where you kind of get stuck on walls that aren't there, or you get like clipped or something, and like you like have to like turn the whole controller around. Well, not the controller, but the control stick around to like get out of it, which is like kind of weird. Also, if you're not into playing things over and over and over again to get all the endings or get as many as you want, you might not want to play this game, because it's essentially just playing through the main truths, going back and playing them again to see how they play out. So if you don't have a good time doing that, this is probably not the game for you. All in all, though, I really think that this is a really good game. It's interesting, and it's just an example of indie games still doing things differently, where if you're looking towards the bigger games, you might not be getting a different experience as you might think that you should be. So it's a pretty good game. I think it's around $15-$20. It's pretty good, pretty fun. Give it a try if you want to. yeah, you can't go wrong with it. It's your boy French Fries in HD. Hit that like, subscribe button. You know, this was all recorded on Twitch, so you can also go to there. I should put a link in the description. We'll see what happens. And yeah, we out. Peace.